Hey guys, so thought I'd do another video. I've had a lot of guys actually DM me and ask me what made me go with meta in the beginning. Why even go through all of this if you're going to do phallo at the end? That definitely wasn't the plan. For me, when it was a decision to do meta, the only reason for me to do meta in the beginning was literally just STP. Nothing else. I didn't, like I said before, I never had that need to have phallo. Just wasn't in the cards. I'm 45 years old. Kind of past that point for me. I know there's a lot of guys out there who are, they're dead set on it, and that's great, and that's your decision. I did meta for those reasons that literally it was the cheaper option. It got me to my end goal, and at my age, that's all it was needed. If I was 20, might have been a little different for me, but now not really. I'm not excited that I have to do phallo. I hate the idea that I actually have to go through another surgery, and I don't want to go through any of it. I mean, it's not something I'm sitting there going, boy, I'm really excited about this. But it is a necessity. I'm not gonna lie to you, for the first couple of weeks that I was able to actually stand to pee at a urinal, man, that was a good time. Because when you think about it your whole life and you're actually able to do it, it's amazing. The hardest part was the depression afterwards when it didn't work, and I kept making excuses for it, thinking, oh, if I wait a bit longer, if I do this, I do that, I kept going to the doctor, and, he was very supportive, saying, hey, let's just see what happens. Let's get a little bit of time. And it wasn't working. And I did go through a period where I was pretty much thinking, fuck it, excuse my language, but I was so just past the point of dealing with surgeries and dealing with the aftermath and the care and having to deal with work. I went in a depression, a huge one. It was horrible. And the odd thing, I had people DM me asking me, it wasn't really that big of a deal. I mean, you found it didn't work for you. Hell yeah, it's a big deal. Once you get it and then you take it away, no. And I paid money for it. I mean, some of this was covered, some of it was not. It came out of my hard work. Money I'm not going to get back. The only positive thing is I'm going with the same surgeon, and I don't have to do 2 procedures that would normally be done. And no, I'm not doing the later surgeries with the pump and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's not something that I need to have. Again, that's a part that's not a big deal to me. Big deal to me is standing at a urinal and peeing like every normal guy. I have had guys text me and say, hey, I've got Prince Albert, and I sit down to pee, and I'm like, that's great. You chose to do that. I've been sitting on my life and hated every minute of it. And this is what I want to do. The risks aren't as bad because I'm not in surgery as long. Instead of having to stay in the hospital for a week, maybe longer, I'm looking at 3, maybe 4 days. That's great. I'm all for that. The worst part's going to be after. I've been through this before, but this is going to be 10 times worse. I've asked people why I'm not, doing the thigh compared, to the arm. Honestly, for me, the way I talked to my surgeon, it was better for me to do arm. Not saying it's any safer or anything like. He just said for me it was probably better. I don't want thickness. I don't want to have to go back and deal with that. Does it suck to get rid of my tattoos? Small price to pay. I'm doing left because I'm dominantly right-handed, and I'm already having issues with my right hand, and definitely don't want to add on to that. So yeah, go on that route. The great part is that I'm not gonna lie, I've always hated the fact that I've never been, I've always been a little, follically challenged. I wasn't one of those that was gifted with a beard. We're going on years and years of this and this, I'm happy with this, I'm fine with this, but that also means that I don't have a lot of hair on my arms. like barely any. So electrolysis has been a breeze. It hasn't been much at all. I mean, they even look at me and go, seriously, these little baby hairs? And I'm like, yeah, just take them off. So yeah, that's actually a nice little added bonus that I'm not a hairy guy. But yeah, I mean, the process now is, we'll see how it goes. I mean, this is the last ditch attempt. You know, he's telling me there should be a no fail. We should have no problems. But again, there was also supposed to be no problems with Meta, and my body just decided there is one. I am lucky in the fact that I did get a lot of length in Meta. That's great, wonderful. Yeah, that helps. I don't know for sure. We have more conversations coming up here in the next month. It's also nice that it's not far from me. You know, I'm in Houston. I just got to go to Austin. Easy peasy. He's also great in the fact that he actually will FaceTime me when I have questions instead of me having to go up there. Which, I mean, I can't say anything better about Brownstein and Crane. You know, they're awesome guys. Crane did my first one. Santucci did my second one. He's going to do my phallo. And I mean, I can't say enough nice things about these guys. They're wonderful. But yeah, I mean, if you got any questions, feel free to ask me. But I'm only doing the one surgery. He's hoping I don't have to do the second one. We'll see how it goes. Because I'm not looking for the added sexual bonus. That's not something that interests me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got so far. We have an appointment here, video chat 2 weeks from now. Insurance gets submitted on the 19th. That's always a scary process. You know, you just never know. But I will say one thing about these guys: they work really hard at it. So we'll go from there because, you know, without it, you're looking at a nice $60,000 hit. I don't know about you, but I don't have that sitting around. But yeah, I'm ready to get this done. The depression kind of took a toll this past year, you know, with my mom dying, having issues with this. It's weird. I never thought it would actually make me depressed. It did. I depressed to the point where, like I said, I pretty much said, fuck it, I didn't want to do anything anymore. I didn't care. I didn't want to take care of myself like I should. I'm sure some of that had to do with, you know, the other stuff of my mom, but it had to do with just I was so frustrated I couldn't stay straight. You know, I would be frustrated being out and about. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. I will say I never thought that talking on a video would help kind of get stuff out, but it's kind of nice to talk to other guys about this stuff. We all have different experiences, and I do think the older you get, your priorities change. I honestly believe that I see more guys in their 40s that are going meta and not phallo. I just think because it's just different for you. Yeah. I guess for me, it's just not something I need to go the extra mile for other things. But for others, hey man, Godspeed and good luck, and everything works out well for you, and healing is quick and painless, and you know, I'm hoping for the best. It's just another scar. We've got many of them, and I don't even notice them anymore, to be honest with you. And they're pride for me, pride of mine. Anyway, got any questions? Let me know. Hope this is informative. I'll let you know how the appointments go and what we discussed and what we said. And I hear a dog walking behind me. Yep, I got one walking behind me right now saying, "You might as well just pick me up." Anyway, all right. Y'all have a good weekend.